Now this will be funny.
I don't want to say any names, but Ben Shapiro, you're a dumbass. And one day I'll meet you and I'll look down there and call you a little nerd.
The ideal of masculinity is not being a pimp. Andrew Tate was a pimp. You are trash.
Ben Shapiro said, you having kids...
Wait. Where is he?
Because the grift is the grift is the grift. And then declare yourself a real man, oiled up and muscled. It's pathetic, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the left corner, Andrew Tate, top G, strong skills, unmatched perspicacity and sheer indefatigability. On the right, can't believe I said that correctly and I can't say right. On the right corner for you, Ben Shapiro, strong skills, facts and articulateness.
Yes, Andrew Tate is a kickboxer. Yes, Andrew Tate could kick my ass physically.
It's over. It's so over.
Ben Shapiro is the next target of Andrew Tate. It all started with his many calls for war to support Israel. Tate, on the other hand, stands for stopping the aggression towards Palestine. And he called out Ben on a podcast.
I don't want to say any names, but Ben Shapiro. Go to war, go to war, go to war. Get the vaccine, get the vaccine, get the vaccine. Go kill people for Israel, go to war. Yeah, we need to go to war all the time. Bro, you go to war. You go to war. Why are you telling everyone else to go to war? You go fight. No, you don't want to fight. You want to sit in your little desk. God's full of shit.
Somehow you can understand that Ben supports Israel because he is Jewish. But who really suffers from all this are the civilians. Meanwhile, the decisions are made by those who are not even affected by this war, who make decisions from their offices and do not witness the horrors of their decisions. Go to war for what? So that the state can have more land at the cost of innocent lives? But Ben and other people who support this have no idea of the consequences of what they are calling for. Even Matt, who is 16, knows better.
What do you think about the war that's happening with Israel and Palestine right now?
Yeah, definitely I would say that I hope it can end quickly and they can hopefully just get a two-state solution done.
What do you know about war, Ben? Have you ever experienced or seen its horrors? Then don't pour gasoline into the fire. And it's heartbreaking to see innocent children suffering, losing their family members. Even those who fight pay a high price, risking not only their lives but their sanity. Have you seen the interviews with soldiers from the Second World War? You can see their broken spirits, they're traumatized, and they say it wasn't worth it. The war was not worth it. There would be fewer wars if those who start them were forced to fight them themselves. As Achilles said, imagine a king fight his own battles. Imagine people in governments fighting their own battles. Blessed are the peacemakers, said Jesus, for they shall be called children of God. Ben is wrong about this and people like him should be called out. After that, Ben Shapiro made the whole video for Andrew Tate, mainly attacking him for his instance on marriage.
So just to sum up, when it comes to Andrew Tate's idea of true manhood, the thing that you should emulate by getting rid of fundamental human institutions like marriage so as to impregnate as many women as possible in preservation of the white race, which is what he literally tweeted yesterday.
Interestingly, in the previous podcast, Tate mentioned coming from a single mother household as a bad position to be in.
For you to sit there with a very Christian upbringing, white picket fence, rich household, mom and father together and love each other, happy families, of course you're going to sit there and preach morality. Well, you were born in the most advantaged scenario ever. I grew up in Gary, Indiana, then Luton, England, in a single mother household. It's a completely different reality.
And he has never said anything negative for his father, which means he took care of them and loved them. So it's like promoting to put your children in a disadvantaged position in life. Children don't just need money, they need a father. And how are you going to do that with 4 different women? You can't clone yourself. Marriage is one of the most beautiful things that God has created. In fact, it is called a holy mystery in the church, that we know it exists, but we cannot fully comprehend it. How 2 people, unknown to each other, in this big world, come so close to each other that they unite, they form a deep bond, they become one, according to the Bible. But society, with divorce, with adultery, with these courts that reward adultery, has made marriage ugly. So our society came up with a new idea. Let's live together. So we don't have to deal with all these papers, which in fact, according to the statistics, turned out worse than expected. Not getting married can be seen as a way of protecting yourself from the courts. But what you can do to protect yourself is to be careful with who you marry. And the best thing you can give your children is a beautiful family according to God's order, not fancy stuff or whatever they want. And actually, it's a privilege today to be brought up in a proper family. If you are not committed in marriage, what will hold you accountable or keep you in that union? I cannot recommend enough this book on marriage, which explains its meaning in a deep and beautiful way. Because today we don't even know what marriage is. We think it is just a signature on papers or a ring on the finger. So I have to side with Ben on this one.
Who do you trust, me or Ben Shapiro?
To end the video, don't go to war, stay at home and get married.